With time running out for the besieged people of Aleppo and for a US administration with barely 3 months left on the clock, John Kerry is looking for new ideas. In 2 days of international talks over the weekend, Washington's chief diplomat continued to bang his well-worn drum for a renewed ceasefire in Syria's ugly conflict. But he's hit a brick wall trying to convince Russia to impose a ceasefire. CCTV's Richard Bestick has more.
The threat of new sanctions, the clearest indication yet of the barren nature of the weekend talks between US Secretary of State John Kerry and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The pair met for around 5 hours in Lausanne, Switzerland, both leaving with nothing other than the hope for new ideas to end the carnage in Syria's second city, Aleppo. That Russia should be included with Syria in the threat of sanctions, another marker that Britain and the US at least believe Russia is more part of the tragedy than the solution.
It could stop tomorrow morning, tonight, if Russia and the Assad regime were to behave according to any norm or any standard of decency. But they've chosen not to. Instead, we see what can only be described as crimes against humanity taking place on a daily basis when a hospital gets bombed, when children are bombed, when gas, which is outlawed by the Chemical Convention, is used against human beings in Aleppo.
This call for sanctions comes ahead of a European Union meeting this week where heads of government will be talking on their own ideas of tightening sanctions, as a Russian fleet of 7 warships is reportedly heading to the Syrian coast. It's uncertain what effect these threats will have, other than to possibly heighten further east-west tensions. Richard Bestick, CCTV, London.